Oh yes, I missed this hero.
So yeah, we haven't seen Dragonite for a while. Why do you think he makes sense here?
I'm trying to say Ice Bro, please pay attention. We don't deserve this.
We
Snako getting really low.
Yeah, and he's gonna get the kill over here on Pasha.
These Eidolons hit like a truck. Snako greatly underestimated them.
Yeah, so DK TPing to this bottom lane does have 1 point in the Dragon Tail. But Pasha on this top lane with the first use of the Rolling Thunder. They have Roger. He is level 4. They pop the Manifest over on the Winter Wyvern, and they will be able to get that kill. Crystallize the stun. Not in time to be able to save him. They've rotated Blizzy. Blizzy does have level 6. And they can need the Epicenter. It looks like they don't. Sitting in the Sandstorm with the right clicks of Crystallize kills the Enigma.
And it's interesting to note as well, what we always forget about the Nyx, because it got added recently, is that he actually has a break now, which is very nice against DK.
Yeah, they have the stun, they have the Godstrength if they want it. They use the Winter's Curse on top of this Rolling Thunder to tell the position. No one doing a fair amount of damage to his own teammate. And now they're probably looking to go in. They pop the Veil. Blizzy, he has the stun. Who's he looking to go for? But it's actually the Silent Sykes. He's getting very low. Blizzy held in position. They glimpse back the Nyx Assassin. They're able to kill off Blizzy as well. So VP, a big team fight here in this mid lane. He just didn't use any of his spells over on the Sand King. It looks like he was looking for some great suns, but wasn't able to find any. But really hoping to find the courier or someone they can gank. But it looks like this Vendetta, it's not going to pay off and is now worn off.
Magical does have his use in the courier, so they could try to do something, but Blizzy does not have a blink yet, so finding an initiation is going to be quite tough for NaVi.
They found Zayak in the trees. They even managed to get the Silence, and Pasha doesn't need the Swashbuckle. With the help of Roger, they get that kill. He just stuck around even after his Vendetta faded, and they were smart enough to go through the trees.
Right, so Roger finished up on his Helm of the Dominator and is now working towards a BKB on both.
Magical, I think, is in real trouble here in this bottom lane. They have a nice Winter's Curse from Snako, but Magical, he misses the stun follow-up, and now he's in real danger. He does actually get the kill over on the Pangolier, but no one has the stun pretty damn soon. They have vision for the Glimpse if they need to use it. He's sticking down to the Corrosive Breath there, but actually drops the last tick of the Thunderstrike.
That's where you're really happy you put 2 points in.
Oh, Snako, they found him. They don't have the kinetic field for a little bit longer, no one. He doesn't have a blink, so he's not able to connect with that Dragon Tail.
Zayat's just 150 gold away from his Meteor Hammer though, so that could help a little bit with trying to find these pickoffs.
Yeah, and a Bounty Rune, he's able to steal, dust it up. But Pasha's actually going to TP away, and no one. He doesn't have a blink dagger, so there's nothing to close
Rams
this gap.
is so low here on his bottom lane. He's
Wait, so we're watching that fight. He has the song, the BKB. One more hit, and they're able to get it. Now the bar strike, Rolling Thunder's over. Crystallize doing so much damage. Meanwhile, over here, they haven't lost Zayak just yet. He's able to survive with the Shrine. Snako has the Winter's Curse if he wants to hold anyone in place. Is he going to use it? They have the Dragon Tail, but doesn't really matter. It seems they used the Winter's Curse already on the bottom lane. They glimpse Crystallize back, and so with their main damage output glimpsed away, it looks like NaVi, they're going to try and retreat. Solo actually hit by the Spike Carapace. It is level 3. Now there's the Meteor Hammer leading into another Sun. He's chain stunned so long here on this Disruptor. Snako, he doesn't have the Arc to burn, but he's burning down here. The mana burn, a few more right clicks. Snako, he'll have the Arc to burn. That should give him the flying vision. And that a few more loft paths over on Solo. So 3 good kills. And they found no one, forcing him to pop the BKB and TP away. NaVi, a big fight for them, finding the Naga Siren. And 2 other kills. But it looks like he's decided his role in these fights is just to be a tank.
Yeah, I guess they want to initiate with a song into static stun, which is a very solid option for sure.
Roger, they've now scouted him out, but he knows he's being seen. That's why they had the Manifest, but Crystallize on the back line. And once again, they take down this Enigma very, very quickly.
Right, so the Sven ulti did run out. Doge is going down rather slowly, but Enigma is still 5 seconds away from being alive again.
Yeah, so they are going to get this Roche uncontested. Crystallize has to make it to the jungle to use his Midas. And he blinks up to use it. I agree with that right there.
Oh, they see Ramses now. And he doesn't have a Manta, so he can't do some fancy Manta dodge. If he tries to TP, he could go down here.
Yeah, Zayak, is he going to be juked up even though he doesn't know he's being juked? He does have... Okay,
He's
so
going for the
Ramsey...
TP now, it's gonna be
they
fast
found
enough.
him. Oh, that TP, it's going to be cancelled. They have the Meteor Hammer as well after it. Crystallize, he's right there. Doesn't have Gold Strength, but I don't think he needs it. With the help of Blizzy, so much chain stun. Just look at this chain stun in the death summary. It's a whole bunch of... It's 10 seconds worth. Yeah, the pings do come. They had some sort of idea that the Dragonite was here, but keep it away. They're not going to find him. But they're going into this jungle, and Pasha, his positioning here is brilliant to break the smoke, I thought. But no, he actually just dives down into that room. They have the song to be able to reset, so I don't think anyone should go down. But they're pursuing for Naga, not staying on them, and it means they're going to be able to kill off this Pangolier. Oh, he leaps to the low ground, but he is stunned up by the use of that Spike Carapace. That Naga Siren Song, I thought he was just going to stick around and stay with the Pangolier.
They can maybe deal a little bit of damage. I wouldn't expect anything significant from this pickoff.
Yeah, the lane is coming here in the mid lane, so Magical, if he wants with the Aegis, it's only going to be around for another minute and a half. So it looks like he's more than happy to put some pressure on, but they have the stun, but the Yule Scepter interrupting it. The Static Storm, it doesn't really matter. Meanwhile, on the backline, Crystallize, he's killed one. He is affected by the Diffusal Bait, and he's losing all his mana. But Blizzy, he's here. They're pinging out onto Ramsey. Busy, he misses with that stun. He doesn't connect onto the real one, and Crystallize is being slowed up by the Eye of Scully Illusions. They use the Winter's Curse, but it's only onto Illusion, and now Pasha rolling forward on the backlines. Meanwhile, they lose Busy. They're going to TP out with the BKB over on Magical, but the Black Hole interrupts the BKB, and the rest of the side of Na'Vi, they've left Magical by himself. He uses himself into the air, but I don't think it really matters. Now they have the Dragon Tail, and no one is going to be able to get that kill. Na'Vi, a disastrous high ground attempt.
Or do they? Doesn't look like they saw it. They should have seen it.
Roshan is very low, but the rest of their team, they're all set up here. I don't know if they weren't expecting that Roche, or they're hoping to still get a pick off after it.
It just looks like they didn't see it. See Solo now? This is a nice pickle.
Impale and Crystallize with that Bloodthorn, just eliminating the Disruptor. And now the Winter's Curse. They're holding the Dragonite in place. But they do have the Naga Siren pretty damn nearby. Blizzy caught by the ensnare. They have the Vigil for him. Thanks to this ward. And Crystallize, he's just tangling up with the Naga Illusions, not the real Naga. Pasha comes in, and there's more than enough damage. They pop the BKB over on Crystallize. He's using his God Shot, and it does allow him to clear through those Naga Illusions. Now they have the stun. They're controlling the Dragonite. The crits, it's a lot of damage. They have the slow. And Crystallize, he blinks forwards, and he's going to find no one. Now they're looking for more. Na'Vi, they didn't lose anyone in that fight. They're looking for a bit more. Magical, he's found the Naga Siren. Used up into the air. They don't have Split Earth. They force the buyback out of no one. And the side of Na'Vi, they can continue pushing if they want this tier 3 mid. It's pretty low, but they are going to respect the Dragonite buyback. So Magical has the Shiva's Guard as well as this Bloodstone. Only 13 charges remaining. I thought he might have been involved in a few more kills, but it looks like after that death, he hasn't managed to regain any charges.
They're not as important as they used to be. Could see a fight happening here.
Ramses, they do have the detection on some of the spikes. They have the stun, but he uses Spike Carapace in time. The Winter Wyvern has the Winter's Curse if he wants to use it. It's not actually able to save side. They use the BKB Magical. They've killed Solo. There's a Bloodstone charge. What is he waiting for? It's a big black hole. This is what he was waiting for, the Winter Wyvern. But the Lincoln Sphere, he didn't know about it, so it didn't stop the black hole, and they waited to do the Winter's Curse. But there's still a big epicenter. They use the Song of the Siren, and is this going to allow them to reset or back off? There's no buyback here over on no one, so he eats the cheese. They use up on top of the Pango, but they're still focusing the Dragonite. They know there's no buyback on this man. Blizzy on the backline, taking a lot of damage from the Naga Siren. They have the stun to hold back the Sven, and they're retreating over here on no one. Over here, Naga Siren, Ramses, he's big bad, and he has the Aegis. Crystallize, they're still fighting into him. Is he going to be able to cut him off? He hits him with the Bloodthorn, but it doesn't really matter. There's no mana left. Blizzy, he has the stun. Magical doesn't have any mana. Ramses, he's just a tank. He has the heart. He'll soon be healing, and the whole side of Na'Vi, they have no mana. They have nothing, but I take that back. They managed to kill off Pasha, getting a bit too aggressive on the high ground. Now Blizzy comes back in. He tries to get no one, but he misses with that stun. Ramses, they're getting very low. They're chasing him, but it doesn't matter. You have no mana left over on Zyax. Over here, you're going to lose him. Meanwhile, Magical, he's trying to kill off no one. They have lost the Nyx Assassin to the Naga Siren. They use the Static Storm, but they've lost Roger once again. Now no one, he's very low. Crystallize, they pop the BKB, but Magical, he's managed to get a bit of mana back into this fight. He has the BKB, but the Rolling Thunder, the buyback here from the Pangolier, has got them the kill over onto Blizzy. Magical with the BKB TP out, and that's the end of the fight, and I don't really know what happened there. Yeah, I asked what Seneca was waiting for, and it was
Ramses.
pretty clear. He's looking for Magical. Magical, he has the Yule Scepter if he wants to use it. He was waiting for the split up, but now he's affected by the Diffuser Blade. Now if he goes for the ult, it doesn't matter. Pasha there on top of him, even more illusions. And this is going to be a dead Magical. He uses himself. Seneko, he does have his Winter's Curse if he wants to use it. He has to use it to save the life of Magical. But Magical, he's still probably going to drop to that illusion. They have anything to save him. This DK Dragonite, he's not able to pursue forward, and Pasha does get the kill over Magical. He has buyback, but now Crystallize stunned up. There is no BKB here on this, but it's just come off cooldown, so he's able to use it. Pasha has the Rolling Thunder. No one, he's going to be able to TP away. Ramses with the Song of Siren, they're all going to back up because NaVi of the 2 buybacks.
And it's even gonna be extra difficult for Crystallize to burst him down because he can't get off both the Storm Hammer as well as the Bloodthorn.
They smoked up and they had the scan, but I don't think they're going to be able to correctly identify which Naga is real. Over here, Seneko, his dust breaks. He knows one of those is real, but he's actually just going to leap away to safety. And now, on the side of EP, they smoked up themselves. They didn't find Magical, not quite in range for that ensnare.
And they kill Roger.
No. Oh, they killed Roger on the back line. Oh god, I'm getting Tito's. They have the song, but Magical, he has the BKB, so he's still outputting damage. They've lost Solo, Roger buys back, and the whole side of EP, they're just TPing away from this fight.
That's a decent start. All shenanigans aside, Solo did finally hit level 20, and that's when he gets 180 GPM, which is huge for Disruptor, and it's gonna allow him to catch up to the Wyvern and potentially be relevant in this game going into the late game.
Yeah, they found the Pangolier here in the bottom lane, but it doesn't really matter. Pasha with his Rolling Thunder. Oh! I didn't realize they've managed to get Seneko down here, so Rolling Thunder, it will end eventually. He blinks forward, they need the stun, but with the help of that Swashbuckle, he's able to close the distance, but Blizzy, he's on top of him. Blizzy also has a Hex, by the way. So the side of NaVi, so much control on them, and that's another gem for them.
These are very nice kills they're getting. He does have buyback on the Pango, so it's once again not gonna lead into a push, but it's still a very nice kill. Oh, Solo?
Yeah, they have the Yules on top of him. Magical, the Hex follow-up, Crystallize, and that's going to be another kill. 2 pickoffs in quick succession. They're sitting back, ready to counter-initiate, and he'll have that Diabolic Edict back up pretty damn soon. He kills the creep wave off Ramses, pops the BKB, but he's not going in.
I think.
And is this just going to be a melee barracks? They're not committing the buybacks from Solo or Pasha either, but the song, it's caught a whole bunch of them. It's caught 4 of them. The only one not affected was Seneko. The static form as well as the black hole. They're not able to cancel this. They use the Winter's Curse, but he has the refresher. Magical, he's able to live all through this, but the black hole, they've caught the spend. Magical, can he stop this? There's no BKB. He does. But Magical, he's gone down now. He buys back to be able to get back into the fight. But they've lost Crystallize. Well, they haven't lost him just yet, but they will eventually. It's the epicenter bar. It's like they come back, and there is the 3rd black hole. They have lost Crystallize. They're holding Blizzy in place with Pasha. The Rolling Thunder did a little bit more damage. And now the rest of the side of NaVi, they need to retreat. Magical, he TP'd back into this fight. And Pasha, he's actually got vision of Magical. Stuns him up. He needs a little bit more. They do have the lift, but they're dragging him back. Affected by the Glimmer Cape. They don't have the detection. I take it back. The slow on top of Pasha. He will have that Swashbuckle as well as the Force Staff with the help of Zayak and his own Yule Scepter. It's a nice double impale, and it has allowed Magical to be able to escape. Zayak's TP away. They have the vision, so he will have to go down for his Leshrac.
And they all have buybacks right now, but once again, we see the team that gets impatient gets punished.
I thought it was going so well when they were able to get that tier 3, but they just really set up a really great fight. The Black Hole's controlling both Magical as well as Crystallize, and he wasn't able to output the damage he wanted to do. The Ramses with the song. They don't have another Black Hole, but they do have a static song. They're on top of Magical. They know he doesn't have buyback. They have vision for him. They've lost the Nyx Assassin, but it doesn't really matter because they're about to lose something really bigger. Pasha is hexed up, but they've lost Leshrac. Dead for 120 seconds. Now they're on top of the Sand King. He bought back in this engagement, and Pasha looking for Crystallize, not willing to roll that deep because Ramses and the rest of his team, they're busy focusing on Rack. It's 2 versus the 5-man. They have the Sun Crystallize. He really just wants the captain on Solo, but Naga Siren of Rams, and I think he's ready to fight out Crystallize. It doesn't matter about your BKB. It doesn't matter about your God Strength, and GG versus Pro in a 60-minute game eventually do close it out.
I'm just happy that NaVi got impatient, because this game could have gone on for a long time if they had push. I feel like this game was pretty much 50-50 because neither really had a win objective.
Oh, you did call it in the last second, Medusa. So, it's probably going to be Medusa versus Ember Spirit mid.
Because after a Naga game, that's kind of what all of us want, right? We just want to see like 20 kills in 10 minutes. We want to see crazy outplays, not crazy creep hitting.
Yeah, Zayak, he might be able to get first bloods here on solo. They have the slow with the help of the board, but Blizzy, he's actually held inside Ramses. Is he going to be able to turn this round with the spin despite Carapace? It doesn't really matter. Zayak's trying to walk away, but Ramses, he does have the Omni Slash here. They have Pasha as well, and I think Zayak will be first blood. The Impale, but he's able to get it on the Disruptor. Uses the Raw to be able to try and get away, but the body blocks from the creeps. So Ramses is able to get two, but Zayak, before he went down, he got first blood.
Looks like Crystallize opting not to go for a Midas this game, and I do really like that, because you don't want to go late game against a Prophet Medusa. No, thank you.
Yeah, he was, but apparently he was happy to do it versus the Naga Siren. Ramses, he's gone for the spin, but not the spin TP, and Zayak connects with a great Impale there. They have the follow-up stun, but even if they had anything, there's no Blade Fury. The Illuminate doesn't matter, but the Will-O-Wisp surely does. They pop the God Strike. Ramses able to walk away. No, they're the follow-up Impale, and they are able to get that kill on the carry for VP.
That looked a little bit finicky, but ultimately very nice nice stun by Zayak on top.
They get the glimpse onto Blizzy. He's caught inside the kinetic field. They have 4 people here, so he will eventually go down. He realizes he can try and turn on solo, but it doesn't matter. It was a really nice play there. I don't know if you realize, but Pasha, he used the Sprout just to give vision for the glimpse.
Let's see, Roger is already at 1,000 gold, so I would be surprised for it to be a 20-minute blink dagger. Something like 14, 15 seems more likely, and that's very important.
Oh, Magical's aggression over here in the jungle is being punished. Solo hits level 6, and they have the rest of them. Magical, what was he doing? He thought he'd get the solo kill onto solo, but no, no, no.
Either team go for something like a medallion or a solar crest, just because it gives that Roche potential. And I do feel like that's gonna be very nice for VP. Oh. Diets.
He has the Impale over here. They hit the follow-up stun, the God Strength, and I don't think he'll be able to TP away from this. They're able to eat through the cheese, and now he can just cleave off them. Needs one more hit. Pasha living on 20 HP. Crystallized now, but Magical, he rotates in, and I think solo is going to be food as well. Ramses, he does have the Omni Slash. Magical able to get a nice 75 gold off the healing ward, and they seem to be pursuing for this. The Slice Fist, the steering chains, it's on top of no one. He does have the Stone Gaze if he wants to pop it, and he might feel forced to, so he does use it.
Because if you let a Prophet Dusa jug free farm, you're gonna have a bad time. And at the same time, we spoke about Roger, now up to 1,850 gold.
Oh, they found Ramses. Zayax is affected by the Thunder Strike, so you're not quite able to get the glimpse. He's gone into his Vendetta form, but it looks like there's no real kill potential. Seneko, he needs to be able to running away from this. There's sprouting in front of him. There's Pasha. He actually blocks off both of them, and it looks like Seneko might be the one to go down. Pops the Ignis Fastest to try and escape, but he's glimpsed back. But they actually have the rest of their team here. They have lost it, but there's Static Storm. The stun Crystallize just needs a teeny bit more damage, and they have lost Ramses. Now with the Spike Carapace on top of Solo, they're going to lose him as well. Pasha is TPing up, but they have the Roar from the low ground. So it looks like Pasha is definitely going to go down, but is Solo able to escape? Yes, he is.
What a beautiful bait.
Oh no, I take back
NaVi.
everything I said about Solo being able to escape. They have the Slice of Fist searing chains, but the chains they miss.
They could try to go for no one here, but he senses something is up. It's gonna be very risky to run uphill here.
They have the Blink Dagger on Crystallize, so they go for it. He pops the Stone Gaze, so, but they are behind him. They're turned to stone. They have the Will-O-Wisp on top of it. Ramses, he is spinning away. More people TPing him, but they don't have the Ignis Factors. Roger over here, he has his Blink Dagger, but it's sitting in the stash. And now they know there's no mana over on no one. They're TPing the Omni Slash on the back line. It's on top of the Nyx Assassin, and they do actually have a bit of vision, so the Omni Slash continues. But over here, the Echo Sand, they're probably going to lose Crystallize, but he tries to get a kill in return, and he does actually kill off the Earthshaker. Blizzy roars just for hit the side of NaVi to be able to retreat. Solo, is he able to get any sort of glimpse play? He does have it, and he pulls right back Blizzy. Blizzy, he's going to be the sacrifice, but the Slice of his steering chains The Impale, they have this nice channel, the Meteor Hammer, and it connects the Static Storm. They're able to walk out of it because of the kinetic field, not just in time. But Pasha, with this medallion, he's hitting very hard. And Xyx, is he going to be able to waddle away to safety? They don't have the vision. Pasha goes the wrong direction. Now the pings do come out, and they get the glimpse. That's going to be another kill over on Xyx. He does get the spike carry himself, but they wait for it to fade. Pasha, one more hit. Actually, Roger, with that Fisher, able to get the kill. The three.
What a scrappy fight.
3 really big kills for the side of
VP.
VP.
Might not be over yet.
Oh.
Radiant's middle tower is under it.
I miss Trion sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm sure PPD does as well. But Soneko, he's probably overextended here. They have the glimpse back as well as the Sprout. Even committing the Omni Slash from the Juggernaut. Just wanting to secure that quick kill.
Sadly enough, he still gets punished right now, but that's only because VP has a profit, so that's kind of cheating.
Medusa, they get the roar, but not before she gets off the ultimate, and that's going to leave enough time for the side of VP to be able to come to their Medusa's aid. Roger, he has the blink, he goes forward, he gets the Fisher, and it looks like Blizzy will go down, but Crystallize right here on top of him, so there's no Echo Slam, and are they going to be able to look for more? No one, he's running away very fast, but Crystallize has one more stun, so no one, he might lose all of his mana. Magical on the backlines, they're held there, but they do have the Static Storm. Doesn't really matter, they have the Impale, they are losing this Medusa, controlled by the Meteor Hammer. Now Pasha, they glimpse back on top of Magical, but he just puts the Remnant down, so he's able to chase him forward. It doesn't matter about your trees, because they're able to take them down. They've lost Solo, and they've lost 4. A great fight for the side of NaVi.
Very risky, but very cheeky play. Meanwhile, smoke from VP.
Yeah, they're baiting with their 2 carries in front. Crystallize, he's gone from one tower and looks like he wants to rotate into this mid lane. But as you said, the smoke here, they're on the back lines, the Godring, and they're on top of the Medusa. Do they have the follow-up? They have the Ignis Bastard, and there's no mana remaining. They even use the Roar to bring down this Medusa, I think. They need to do a bit more damage, taking down Ramses. They're chasing no one now, no man left. They need a few more hits coming out from Crystallize, but Roger has the stun, and now there's no BKB. The Echo Slam there, as well as the Omni Slash. They've taken down 2, and Magical, he has no mana remaining, and he's probably going to be the next casualty. He's not able to leap away to that, but he does have the Aegis. He's bottled himself a haste room. It looks like Soneko's the one they want. He's fighting up against the Medusa, but he's not able to do it. Pasha TP'd in. He's going to find Soneko, and Magical is going to be the only one that's okay here, as well as the Blizzy Beastmaster. But Magical, he's probably going to lose this Aegis. He does have the haste room, and he will be able to get away. Ramses, he has his Omni Slash. They have the Echo in 6 seconds. Will they find anyone?
It's like they're gonna find Blizzy, but this may be more than they bargained for.
Blizzy, he has the Roar. He uses it on the Juggernaut. As soon as the spin is ending, they pull Blizzy back. They have the Ignis Bastard. Do they have enough to burst the Juggernaut? Yes, they do. He's not able to get out the Omni Slash. And the Stone Gaze, it has turned the Spence to Stone, but they have the Ignis Bastard here as well, and it's bringing in the Medusa. And now, Crystallize, he's no longer turned Stone. There's no mana left. And Magical on the backlines, they've lost the Medusa. They're looking for more Magical. He's chased forward. Roger, you're not going to be able to get away from this. Even though you stun him up, you are affected by the Flame Guard as well as the Boars. They've lost Roger and Solo. He's here in the trees. Do they have any idea where he is? The Hawk is actually going to provide the vision, but not quite there with the Sleight of Fist. But VP, they did go for a smoke of their own. Ramses, this defusal seems to be his big item. The smoke, it has ended, but on top of the Medusa is where they want to be. They miss with the Impale. Diak, they see where he is, they pull him back, but Crystallize, he's almost managed to burst him. He didn't pop his BKB, so the Fisher's able to interrupt it, but they have the counter initiation. They didn't have the instant follow-up of the Echo Slam. Meanwhile, on this back line, they have lost Ramses before he's able to get out his ultimate, and chasing forward here is Magical. No one doesn't actually have enough mana for his ultimate, so it doesn't matter. They're more than happy to fight inside the Static Storm. That's 3 dead from the side of VP.
Ramses is just such a non-factor in these fights. He can't even get off his Omni Slash. He just keeps dying to this massive Sven. I guess the size of the sword does matter after all.
Soneko, I really have to praise his play as well, but I think they're going to be able to kill off this Nature's Prophet. They have so much chain disable. This Impale into the Meteor Hammer. Now Blizzy's on top of him. They're looking for Solo. And is he angling for a good Echo Slam? Roger, he just made his way back to the base, and he's not in position for any of this. They've already lost 1 lane of Rax. They have no tier 2s remaining. This is definitely going to be 2 lanes of Rax, if not Mega Creeps, I think. Oh, Magical, I didn't realize, but he has a Liquid Sphere of his own, so they're not able to use the Thunder Wave, not able to use Glimpse, and he just retreats away from Ramses. He was just zoning back the entire side of VP, while meanwhile Crystallize cleared up these racks. I think he might look to get a pick off. They see no one. There is
Ooh.
detection here for him. But the side of EP just running away, knowing that people's behind them, but they have the smoke up. Now everything's revealed. The steering chains, they didn't actually connect over here. They popped the God Strike. Who are they looking for? Over here, they have the Omnisense, but it doesn't really matter. Crystallize, he's more than happy to tag this. They have the Will-O-Wisp. One hit kills off Solo. Over here, the Stone Gaze on the back line. They've been able to kill off Roger. Crystallize, he has no mana remaining. He's turned to stone, but doesn't really matter. That VP, they actually called GG because they realize they're going to be able to chase. They just burst the Medusa. She's not the tanky hero that you usually expect. And we're going to a game 5.
My goodness, I feel like we're seeing signs of the NaVi we saw earlier in the qualifiers that actually beat VP, because it looks like NaVi is on a roll right now. But at the same time, I'm just very afraid of no one OD. Or no one Storm. Interesting.
Yeah, one CS. I would definitely complain about that if I was Ramses. How dare you steal my CS? That's probably what he's saying. But they have the slow of the Axe Zac. He's still not level 2. So they're more than happy to aggression him, but they need to be careful. And now he's hit level 2. He does have the Firefly. They go for the Aphotic Shield. And I've obviously managed to miss first blood here in this top lane. But let's see if there's going to be another kill over here. But this Haste Rune, who's going to be able to get to it first? Is Solo. There's Zayac. Not going to have the need to deny it. And Zayac filling his own bottle. Again,
Magical, even throwing out a random, but he isn't gonna get it. Poor Magical, he's never gonna get a rune.
In the top lane, we saw PA just overplaying her hand, was shackled inside the Sandstorm. Seneko did go for the Fate's Edict, so he wasn't taking magical damage, but he just dropped to the right clicks. And now they found Seneko, they have Zayac, but he's not able to cancel the shackle, he's only level 2. They have the stun, and this fire, it's not going to matter. And Roger, just happy, more than happy to TP out. This top lane, it's been an absolute massacre for the side of VP. Blizzy, still not level 6. He is very close to it. After one more Radiant Creep dies, he'll have it. So now he has this split, he's a bit less susceptible to dying.
Yeah, but at the same time, he can't really do that much with the split right now. He doesn't really have any kill potential with it.
Roger, they rotate in with Solo, but they do have the heals over onto Zayac. Now Crystallize, he's diving forward, wants to kill on the Shadow Shaman. He's still not level 6, and the heals, it's a nice Barrow Strike from Prasha. They're also TPing in on the Storm Turret. He's going to be able to clean up all these kills. He does stop off to get the kill over on Zayac, and it looks like Seneko is going to be there. He pops his stick just to get a tiny bit more mana, and no one's rotation nets a double kill for this Storm.
I'm still so worried about Zayac. He's just so low level right now.
Yeah, and he's probably going to go down again. Roger, this level 2 in the shackles. Ramses, he really wants it instead, but he has the range Whirling Axes if he needs it. One more hit and he should get the kill, but the Whirling Axes there enough to get Zayac. Yeah, Ramses, he's only about, how much gold is that? Only about 1,200 gold away from his full Diffusal Blade. And with the help of that Blink Dagger, they find Blizzy, but he pops the split just in time. So they are going to retreat from the side of VP. Pasha able to Barrow Strike it over to the other side. Magical, he's here. They're trying to focus down. He does get the channel of the Epicenter off, so they are taking a lot of magical damage. On top of Crystallize, he is disarmed. And the Oracle Ultimate on top of Magical, but he just runs away. And the Storm Turret, he's over here, cleans up Seneko. And now they're looking for more Blizzy. His ultimate has faded, but they have lost the Sand King. Zayac, he has the lasso if he wants to commit to it on top of someone. But it's on top of the Ember. They get the Aphotic Shield, and now he's dead over on the Batrider. Ember Spirit running out again. Do they have anything to cancel this TP? They don't need to cancel the TP when they're able to get the kill. So 3 great kills for VP here in this bottom lane. Just to help him do it that little bit faster. But this is going to be a Roche for the side of VP. And then I wouldn't be surprised if they get rid of the, at 60 minutes, the last tier 2 tower remaining for the side of NaVi.
VP is just playing a way higher tempo right now, and NaVi has a lot of trouble keeping up just because they're so far behind at this point.
The Brewmaster as well. I think they have the damage to bring him down if he's controlled.
Oh, he's very deep.
Yeah, Invis Rune here from Roger. The Hex as well as the Shackles, and no one has more than enough.
And no one just heals back to full.
But they do have a little while, and this should allow Ramses to be able to clean up this range Rax.
So they have 15 seconds to kill the range tracks. I doubt they'll be able to get the melee, but the ranged is a nice concession prize.
Yeah, Ramses, he does have this BKB that we talked about, making him very difficult to fight. as well as the Serpents. There is a GD here on Magical, but it just doesn't matter. And this is definitely going to be in the second range track, and they might finally start to look towards the melee barracks.
Yeah, and Crystallize is still quite far away from
the lasso. It's on top of the troll. They bring him back. They have the primal split. Ramses, he pops his own BKB, but is holding onto his ultimate, so he hasn't had to burn it just yet. No one. He's zapped dipped into the back lines to try and get the Oracle, but he's unsuccessful. So they are just backing off from the side of VP. They've lost the Abdon. They buy back. It's a nice Barra Strike Epicenter onto two of them for the side of Pasha. They've lost the Oracle. Are they going to lose more? They lose both their cores. They buy back on the Ember Spirit. They haven't bought back on the PA just yet. Now they bought back on all three of them, and I think VP are going to be happy with all of that. Do they have the catch for Ramsey? They know he doesn't have the ultimate or the BKB, but Pasha might have sacrificed his life here for the rest of his heroes. But Solo, he's here. He dispels a whole bunch of things. They use the Oracle over on Blizzy. He doesn't have the ultimate anymore, but he's trying to fight up against him. There's no mana remaining on this guy, and as soon as that Oracle ulti ends, I think he might go down. He does have buyback remaining, but they've caught the PA. It's a nice Barra Strike. It's onto 4 heroes. That's basically a Ravage. The Slice of Fist, it just doesn't matter. The controls, they've lost the Oracle. That was someone who bought back, and now all they want is Crystallize. Roger, he goes forward. They have the Hex. It's on top of this Phantom Assassin. The Shackles, if she dies one more time, there's no buyback. They need a tiny bit more damage, but the Orchid Pop, that's not what does it. Solo with the right click, and now there's no buyback. These melee barracks are exposed, and the side of VP, they're still pretty damn healthy. Pasha just looking again for these initiations, but it doesn't really matter. Ramses will have 1 melee barracks, and I wouldn't be surprised if he has a second. 60 seconds without their PA here. NaVi, they also have the Serpent Wards. This fight has been going on so long that the Serpent Ward refresh has happened. Thyak has the lasso, but he doesn't want to use it just because Solo's sitting there. There's 4 seconds without it. They do have the disarm on Ramses, but it doesn't really matter. He uses the diffuser and they're going for Zai. Meanwhile, no one. He's going for the back line, focusing the Oracle. This is what we talked about. Oracle, he's going to pop with the Orchid. Both of them dead. There is buyback, however, over here on Zayek. But these Serpent Wards, they're taking down the racks with the help of Ramses. They use the Bruce Split over here. There is no BKB over here left on the troll. They have the lasso on no one, but he's able to zip away to safety as soon as that lasso ends. Maybe with the help of the Aphotic Shield, he is getting very low, but they've lost their melee barracks. No one is he able to escape, does get to low ground. Meanwhile, over here, they're focusing the PA once more. Ramses, he is missing, but he does get the hit. It's 52 seconds, and NaVi, they call GG. VP, they're going to the epicenter major.
Was a bit anticlimactic, but ultimately VP just outdrafted and outplayed NaVi in this game. Nothing else to say, really.
Yeah, it's NaVi, they tried to do something unique with the Phantom Assassin pickup, but unfortunately Crystallize, he got pressured so hard in that lane due to Roger and 9 Pasha that he wasn't able to do anything. Roger and Ramses, both of them with no deaths this entire game.